my God. They found me. I don't know how, but they found me. Run for it, Marty!
Try this again. Hello, YouTube. How is everybody tonight? I hope you're not freezing. We're just now starting to get a little bit of rain, a little bit of snow in the area. Hope everybody is doing well. Tonight, I don't know how long the stream is going to last. Already having a little bit of issues with the internet and Wi-Fi. Expecting some freezing rain and snow just any minute here in Middle Tennessee. We got McFlies is out on the roads, and he says he's already running into snow in Western Tennessee. If you're new to the live stream, you can click this link here. Which is in the comments, and this is a link to StreamYard, and you can join me here on the live stream. It'll ask you to share your microphone and your camera, and you need to at least share your microphone. You don't have to come on video, but if you're going to join the stream, we need to at least have your audio. So if you click that link there, it will get you right in. And we'll get into the live stream tonight. I'm here tonight kind of by myself. It's getting close to the holidays, and I know there's some other streamers out. I know Ken Herron's going to be streaming here just a little bit if he isn't already streaming now. So I want to get to a few things right off the bat. I want to remind everybody that tomorrow is the tomorrow ends the 200 sub giveaway on my channel. I will close that, and you need to comment to this video. Let's go back. You need to comment to this video right here on my channel, and leave a comment, and I will close that tomorrow and hope to have the results video up by Christmas Eve. So if you will, do that, and it will get her posted right up, and we will do the random comment picker, and there will be another video posted with the results, and you'll follow up with that. And that's how you'll win. That's how you'll know to win. Today I premiered my FrSky Hdzero monitor review. You can probably tell by the thumbnail that this is not a very good review, at least in my opinion. I do not recommend you purchase this right now. Of course, I have recently got an updated one, and I'll be doing a second test on that. So, yeah, get those subscriptions in. If you would, give me your comment. Also on my channel, there is a community post in here. Back in the days, Philip here from Portugal was he is in this Discord. Back oh goodness, 3-4 years ago, there were several of us. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. where he's at. Yeah, brother, we'll get you tomorrow. I'll try to have a stream at a different time sometime that we can maybe get Philippe to come in. But we were all on a Discord channel called the Lost Quads. And we had, if you go way back in my channel, you will see Kentucky. You'll see Wingo, Kentucky, in the in my videos way down. I'll go look at it here in a second. But a lot of us guys got together and met up at the Quad Artist's house and just had a weekend of flying. And we formed this Discord here called the Lost Squad because the IT guy, an industrial maintenance engineer, I believe it's what it was, Splat Kitty was his name. He formed it, and I think he lost at least 2 quads yeah, I see you, but you're not in the green room there, Casey. I think you're at another link, buddy. So go onto the Discord and look at the link posted here in this chat, and you can find it. And Splat Kitty, this Discord channel has been dormant for, gosh, over a year now. And Splat Kitty turned over the administration of this Discord channel to me. And I'm thinking about using it as a place where the subs and the members of Phatpastor and all can go on and post your flight videos, and we can share them and talk about them. For those like Philippe, who's over in Portugal, and it's 1 a.m. there. For him, he can post a flight video and come back on later and watch it. But we'd like to, I'm thinking about changing the name, and this is some of the comments that some people have made. Freebird, UAVs Rising, UAV Matrix, UAV Nation, UAV Freaks, and then none of the above, or don't change. If you pick this one here, if you do me a favor down here, just hit this little comment button right here and tell me if it's, leave it the same or put up another post later with some better candidate names. I'm personally also thinking about UAV or FPV Rising, or Rise Up with FPV. It's one of the things that I say all the time. So, but this is some suggestions that people had made. So we'll let this vote run its course. If no, it's not dead set on these 5. So if you would like something else, just click number 5 here, and then we'll do another post on it. Let me make sure that I've got the right invite. I'm going to copy this StreamYard and I'm going to paste it. There we go. That's a fresh paste right there in the YouTube chat of the StreamYard. If you would like to, it's a possibility I did the wrong one, seeing that we got 5 here. So if you would drop in there, let your opinion be known. If you'd like to do that. Also, this would be a place where we can buy, sell, and trade quad gear, things like that, schedule meetups, a place where I can post information about local FPV races, such as whoop races. One of the things is I am not a big, I'm just not into Facebook. So, and also I don't have a Phatpastor Facebook page or channel page, I guess is what you would call it. My wife and I share a Facebook together, and you know, so if I went the route of Facebook more, I'd have to make another Facebook channel or whatever, and I'm not into that right now. Looks like we got KC Quadtronics with us. Your mic's muted. And yeah,
still having some technical difficulties there, y'all.
Yeah,
sorry about that.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. But yeah, if these 4 names are not, if you're not feeling it, then click number 5. But if you do that, please tell me in a comment whether you want to leave it as the Lost Quad. And I think Brad just kind of picked that name because he had lost. I know it was at least 2 quads was lost that weekend. One was like a 10-inch or something. It just flew away into a cornfield, and a huge cornfield. And if you ever been up near Western Kentucky and Missouri and Illinois and Indiana, that's full of cornfields, and that's what the name just come out of that. So if we can think of something else for that, put it there. Let us know what you're thinking. Casey, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Sorry about the technical delay there.
That's all right. That's all right. I was just telling him I don't know how long that I'm going to be tonight, because it's according to my weather app, it is. Let me do an update check real quick. I believe that it has already turned to sleet.
Oh, wow. It's already
Now
sleeting up there.
it says it's mixed here, 37 degrees and mixed. And just an hour ago it was 45. So the temperature's dropping fast, and looks like we're going to get some snow out of this. So again,
looks
a recap.
Like it's tiny whoop time.
Oh yeah, that's whoop time, whoop time.
Swoop season for sure.
Recap real quick. Tomorrow is the deadline on the 200 sub giveaway. I want to thank everybody for that. We went from one Thursday night to 180 subs to now we're upwards around close to 250. And we're going to do this giveaway. Make sure, please make sure that your subscriptions or your subscribers are made public, so everybody sees that and knows, because I would sure hate to pick your name and not be able to give it to you because subscriptions wasn't showing. Yes, what? Yep. I have no idea what that means, but right on.
Okay, then. That is very
Puff
random.
pass.
What is he smoking? Are you smoking motors or batteries?
Yeah, I don't think you pass a burning battery. What's up?
No.
Dropping in to say hello for a bit, then off to infinity. All right, to infinity and beyond, huh? 8-bit. Yeah, thank you, 8-bit, for stopping by and saying hello. And Brent here is he's an old schooler. Him and Philippe are both old schoolers on the Lost Quad, and he's telling us that he is in Arkansas and he's already got this snow.
Wow.
Are you trying to say snowed in here in Arkansas? Yeah. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a lot of comments about the weather. That's okay. It's a big thing. If you had to go out to the store for anything today, I think people was fighting over bread and milk today.
Wow.
Arkansas weather going back to normal, I see. Always snowed in the winter in the 80s. Yeah, in the 90s. I remember that here in Tennessee. It used to be like that all the time now. Now, this guy right here, we need to pray that he gets some snow, because Marcel off axis up there in Canada, I imagine he's probably up to about his knees in it by now. Nice premiere video of classic FrSky crap. Yeah, it was, man. They tried about every way in the world, short of, well, I won't go into all of the things that they tried, but short of threatening me to stop me from posting that video. Yeah, and wow, we got a lot of people commenting here.
Yeah.
One after another. Brent
Thank
said,
you all.
"No, just a light dusting. Look here. Look at this man right here. Philiblaster waiting in line self-checkout at Kroger for 15 minutes. Aldi was practically empty. I went to Walmart today, and it was crazy. I went to pick up, those little buddy heaters like you put in a deer blind.
Mhm.
I have one of those, so I went to pick up some of those Coleman gas canisters in case the power goes out. We have gas logs, but just as a backup, and I stood in line for probably 45 minutes in the self-checkout. It was
gosh.
at that particular store, it was backed up around past the pharmacy, almost into the garden center.
Oh, what a
So
wreck.
yeah, it was crazy. The cops were there. They said that there was two ladies over in the sandwich meat had gotten into a fight or something. I guess over some bologna or something. Our city is overwhelmed with snow. I love it. Yeah. How cold is it up there? Are y'all in this Arctic blast, Marcel? It's everybody down south that's wondering where all of this cold air come from. It come from Marcel. Him and the Canadians, they import that.
Eskimo air.
Yeah. Christmas plus and a cold front. Yeah, that's right. No, yep. Right before Christmas, and then
-3 Celsius.
there. Marcel says it's warm there, 3 degrees Celsius. So, well, that's what. That's 30 degrees. That's not bad, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
See,
He
44
lives
here.
in he says he lives in part of the warmest part of Canada. Well, according to one of my favorite musicians of all time, Weird Al, he says that in one of his songs, he says that maple syrup and snow is what Canadians export. So that's
That is pretty
that's
good.
funny. That's funny.
That
We
is.
appreciate everybody stopping by tonight. As soon as we're done here.
Yeah.
Well, even if I'm not done by 8 o'clock, it's not 8 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock
Not
Central
yes.
Time, which is 7 o'clock
Eastern.
Pacific Time. Is that correct, Marcel?
Pacific.
It's Marcel Off Axis will be doing a live stream, or normally does. I don't know if he is now or not. It's still 45 degrees right now. You in Gallatin feel? Because here up on the Kentucky line where I'm at, it's saying it's 37 degrees and dropping. Saying by 8 p.m. it will be 28 degrees, and by 9 p.m. it will be 12.
Yep. And anytime it says it's going to be like 20 here, it's usually like 14. It's always way colder over here.
Yeah. And beavers. Maple syrup, snow, and beavers. That's right. That's right.
Beavers, eh? Beavers, eh?
Yeah. You know, I've watched Marcel stream a ton, and I don't ever hear the Canadian A.
I don't either. That's something that's. I think they're losing it. I think they're like losing touch with their A's.
There's no way I can come on here and people not say that guy's not from the South. I mean, it's obvious for me.
If you
whooping and yes, we were one of the last tiny whoop races that Phil, a blaster, and I was at inside the church. We were flying around and racing, and we just got everything packed up and done, and I offered to take the guys to dinner, and everybody's like, okay, we'll do it. And then somebody opened the door to take something out to their car. I think it might have been Phil, and he was like, oh my gosh, it's a blizzard outside. And we went out there, and I think it was that time that it snowed about 6 to 8 inches or something.
Oh
wow. Live with Danzilla tonight. Yeah, there's a link to Danzilla. Is it Danzilla the Terrible? Is that what or Danzilla the Great? Yeah,
Danzilla the Great.
I'm not at the point yet where I have distinguished guests like Marcel yet, but I even noticed that Marcel's getting so much traffic on his live stream now. He's starting to get the sex bot spammers come on there. So
oh, he's getting that popular, huh?
Yeah,
we're gonna have to go hang out on Marcel's channel more often.
Hey,
that was perfect.
Yeah. Join his stream at 9 o'clock. Stay here until 9. And
yes,
then
please.
If we're still able to go, I think we will be. Again, go up there to that to the community tab, and let me share my page here and answer this question for me, if you will. And if you say none of the above or don't change, tell me in a comment which one you leave it the same, or just say pick another one. And also for the giveaway of the, what's it called? The newbie drone, the newbie drone Hummingbird, and a radio and batteries and everything except for a set of goggles. Go to this video right here and make a comment. Make sure that your subscribers are made public.
And pay attention to the video.
And then watch me in this video, dog FrSky. So
nothing's funner than a true review, an honest, true, blunt review.
Yeah. On a serious note, before everybody heads off, I want to tell you about one of our own here in our Discord group. Philip Adams sent me a Discord message, and I'm not going to read that for you, but I'm going to surmise it for you. Philip is Philip Adams the third, and this little fella right here is Philip Adams the fourth, if my understanding is correct. And he has a rare genetic disease where he was diagnosed with E. coli H1057 and developed a syndrome called hemolytic uremic syndrome. I guess is what it's basically where the red blood cells of his body attacks and destroys the blood vessels. And he's been in organ failure, and I think he says that no one that's ever been diagnosed with it has lived longer than 2 years. I think it was usually about 6 months. And his wife is staying at the hospital full time with little baby Philip here. And he is, Daddy Philip is home with his daughter, and he travels back and forth to help her.
He had initially gotten a hold of, we had connected through Facebook, and I was trying to help him out on some things, and I drew him over to the channel, and one thing led to another. And yes, everyone definitely needs to pray for him, because I was trying to help him the best I could, but I don't have much to help with. So mainly information was all I was able to help him with at the time. But this is absolutely terrible, and it's rough, very rough.
I'm going to hang on to the comments for just a look. Casey, try to help me not skip any, but I want to kind of finish this first before I go back into the comments. As many of you know, I have a handicapped daughter. My youngest daughter, who's now 23, has Rett syndrome. And when she was diagnosed, they really didn't tell us a whole lot of stuff, sent us home with videos, and basically told us that she would do good to live past 8 years old. And I know a lot of you people are like, this is an FPV stream, but listen, FPV is family.
That's
right. And well, at least this one is.
Yes.
You know, FPV, we are about community, we are about family, and
100%.
And you know, if one of us is hurting, we ought to do everything that we can. You know, I'm not saying if one person is down, everybody needs to get down. No, if one person is down, everybody needs to gather around that person and help them up.
Yes.
So I know what it's like to spend days and weeks in the hospital. I know what it's like to look at your child and wonder if this is the last Christmas that they're going to have. And I'm not just asking you to do something that I myself don't do. Many of you know that's my real name, David. It's not a lot, but if you would go to the link. Did I put it in? Let me grab it.
I don't have much, but I have a little, at least.
I'm gonna post this link here in the chat. If you would go and drop $5. The hospital food gets old real fast, and if you believe or whatever, say a little prayer for baby Philip, or you know, some of you like to send positive thoughts or whatever. And if you see Daddy Philip on here, just encourage him and let him know that the FPV community is behind him, and we'll help him however we can.
Yes, yes.
So,
Please, because he is definitely a good fella, and he literally lives right down the road from me too. So
yeah,
yeah,
we were just talking to him the other day about meeting up. Phil, he wants
yeah,
to come to one of our races and all of that.
that would be
So,
amazing. Yeah, I was talking to him about how we were, and yeah, it's just that would be great. That would be great.
most of the time when you feel the loneliest, that's when, you know,
That's
yeah,
when you need
my,
it the most.
yeah, yeah, I'm starting to see it's starting to come up with comments here that my internet is starting to lag.
Lag, it is a little bit, but not much on
Yep.
my end, anyways.
Drone Poison says, "What's up, fellas?
Hey, brother.
I'll probably turn into a DJI pixelated face here, but we're
Hey,
going to get through a few things."
I want to give a shout out to Drone Poison and all the fellas there, and 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 Team Relentless. Um, besides Phatpastor, you know what you've done for me. All you guys, thank you for everything you're doing, and thank you for all the help that I'm receiving, all these blessings. I'll be able to share so much more content now and be able to do things. And I hope you all enjoy my upcoming videos and stuff and come check it out. Sorry that there isn't much on there right now, but work with me. And I'll make you happy. I hope so. Thank you, everybody. God bless y'all. And my whole last 2 years have been made so much better. And thank you. Thank you. God bless y'all.
Well, Merry Christmas, Casey.
Thank you.
So, yeah, Brent says here, he says, check out Northeast Drone Productions live cast. He was
Yes.
showing
That.
some videos of yours, Pastor. You should have some new subs. Like I said, I have shot up in subs. I think in the last 20 something days had over 50 something subs. So, as usual, we always stream about the time that Brent is eating supper. So he's going to listen and then going to eat supper. And so, yeah, big shout out, big thank you to
Let me grab something.
Northeastern Drone Productions. If somebody has a link to them, and you're one of the mods, if you're able to share it, Casey, do you have a link to Northeast Drone Productions live cast? If you can post that in the chat. So
Northeast. Who did you say?
it's right there in the chat. Northeast Drone Productions live cast. I've watched them before. It's just there's so many now, so many. So again, here, if you would, if you're able, even $5, that's a Mountain Dew and a Snickers bar nowadays. Just drop them $5 if you can, and every little bit helps. And just let's show them that the drone community and the FPV community cares, and that we're not here just as a bunch of takers trying to see what we can get from one another, but what we can give. So, yeah,
Having issues.
I wanted to want to show you a video that I'm going to share my screen again. I'm going to show you a video that kind of sums up my channel. And it's, if you go to the home tab on my channel, it is, it normally shows right here, but because we're live, that's showing live right there. Let me go in under the videos. It's called What If America. And
I should have that link up in a minute too.
Yeah, I will.
Our stuff isn't working with us when we need it to the most, of course.
It could be worse.
Yes, definitely. Always.
Well, y'all probably saying you passed it back there. I know it's around here somewhere. Well,
let's see. Copy
that's
link.
pretty bad when you can't even find your own videos. No, Where it's at now. This is the Wingo meetup I was talking about for the Lost Quad guys.
Yeah, I remember you landed in his hand.
Yeah, yeah, that's a little. It was. I was actually flying this quad right here.
There's the YouTube link to Northeast Drone Productions, guys.
All right, we got. Well, anyway, I will. I was going to show you that, but that kind of sums up what my channel is all about, and here it is.
There it is.
Play it. It says, "What if America? What if we decided to focus on what unites us instead of what divides us?" And that's what we need to do in FPV.
Mm-hmm. Very much.
And build instead of destroy.
Yeah, and create art.
Benjamin Franklin says, "You have a republic if you can keep it."
Amen.
This song, by the way, is Madison Rising. This is Star Spangled Banner. This is an excellent song. I know I'll get copyright stricken for it, but it's great.
Nothing's playing.
There's no audio?
No audio. I wasn't sure there was supposed to be until you said something. I'm sorry about that.
Well, if there's no audio, that's just silly.
That is awkward. Very awkward.
Yeah.
I said it won't work when we need it to. Another thing that we do, just like Drone Poison, turning these oil fields into a work of art. I mean, the things we do, we turn in broken down car garages into works of art and into places of gathering. You would never have thought there would be people gathering in falling down car garages, and concrete structures, flying their quads and laughing and have a good time. You never would have thought that. People would never have even batted a second eye at those structures. But now they're getting thousands of views. It's so amazing. It's so amazing. The things that we can turn into art with just a little bit of unity and a little bit of focus instead of, like you said, destroying and always worried about the negative. So, yeah.
Off grid, I don't understand your question. Is that the one from Celonia?
Excess money to donate. Oh, he's asking if that is. No.
He's from Crossville or Cookville, Tennessee. Tennessee. Yeah.
Yes. Crossville.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Just got it. Hey,
definitely not. Okay.
Yeah. Drone Poison says, "Amen." Yeah. We need to. I don't know. Many of you have noticed it like I have. It seems like the FPV community is kind of waning a little bit since COVID and all of that. It's harder to get races scheduled and meetups and all of that, and that's what I'm trying to do here in this area. And I know the Drone Poison and some of the other guys. I know that the Detroit Drone Squad and the Back to FPV with Gardo and them all trying to Team Relentless is we're trying to do all of that and take a community that used to be really tight and it seems to have scattered somewhat and try to bring it back together. And that's just went to the link. The link seems to be seems to be bad things going around. Yeah.
Yes, sir. That is very
well. There always is. There's always struggle and stuff out there, but we normally rise above it. Yes. Yeah. I hope you can pull through it. It's a horrible thing to have to deal with. And as a dad, if those of you that are dads, I know Philip Blaster was on here earlier. He's about to be a dad. I think he sits in February or March or something. He's fixing to be a first time daddy. So,
I think
you
so.
know, as a dad, we want to fix things. We want to make things better. And one of the hardest things as a dad is to see your family or your children hurting and not be able to fix it. And
I know
so,
it. You
yeah,
feel so helpless too. You're like, yeah, it's such a handful, and there's nothing you can do.
yeah,
It's absolutely torment. It is absolute torment, definitely, especially if you're a good parent in any fashion or form.
yes, it is. I planned to um, have a short video comparison that I could show you from the quad that we tuned on the last live stream, the Mobula 6 Pro,
In, in,
Hdzero Pro.
in which
Uh,
I do have some more detailed tunes to go on. So
yeah, it's flying better. I had to make some changes in the master multiplier. Had to actually bring it back down.
you're going to be shocked whenever I share those other settings I got with you later. They're a little bit different. They're quite different, but I think I'm getting better prop wash results.
At the same time, I had taken this little quad that I'd gotten off of
Oh,
RC
yeah.
Groups. That's the Flywoo Baby
Nano.
Nano.
Yes.
I'd had one like
HD.
this, and
I like that. I really
I
like
give it.
that.
I literally, I don't remember who it was. It was a race that I was at, or it might have been at church.
I'd rip that
Tiny
thing
Whooper race or
everywhere.
something. I gave one of these away to someone. It might have been Philiblaster, and I got this on a guy from RC Groups. So I was going to compare it to the Sub 250 that that I built, and it right out of the box had a bad ESC.
Mm-hmm.
So it would fly up to 50. If the hover test was fine, the ESC was good at up to 50%, but from 50% to 100%, there was like 2, maybe 3% change in the power. So it was tear that apart and rebuild all of that. So, you know, um, things seldom go like we have planned, and it's just me. I don't have an editor, or I don't none of those big kind of channels like that. So when I
We're
put
getting there.
you're right. So when I put together a video like this one, 18 minutes of there's something in the middle of this for you guys. A big shout out. There's a what do they call it? An Easter egg in there for Infinity Loops. Last week I wore the Infinity Loops duct hunt. It's the play on words with duck hunt. And there's a Easter egg in this video for Infinity Loops. If you see that and you like that Easter egg, go to his Etsy or Teesprings page. I think maybe it's his Teesprings page, and you can get you a shirt just like I had on there last week. And yeah. And then there's probably something I'm sure I'll get some comments on the other thing that I put in there that I thought was funny from some people, but that's okay. It's okay. Remember, we have to focus on the things that unite us instead of the things that divide us.
That's right.
Right. So, and I
And
do have a case of the King Helpets, and I'm not going to hide that at all.
mm-mm.
So, yeah. And so, surely everybody that wanted to subscribe for the giveaway has subscribed to the giveaway by now.
Can you fly this plane and land it?
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Shirley?
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. One of my favorite movies of all time, right there, Airplane. It's great.
Yes.
Great. And but yes, so I jumped into the Sub 250, tearing it all apart. Did the whole motor swapping thing, and the thing about the flight controller that's on the Mobula 6 HD Zeros is it's not motor plugs. it's soldered on motors. So to switch out those tiny whoop motors, it's tiny soldering. Changed it with another motor that was fine, and it was still. And the motors tab, I'll tell you real quick how I kind of knew that the chances of having a burnt motor on your first flight is pretty low, and especially a tiny whoop motor that the windings are that visible. I thought it right off the bat was a SEC.
ESC. Yeah.
That's SEC. That's a football league.
SEC. Hey.
So that's actually my headphones, not my hair. Or people, I don't know. I think it's a combination of everything. Let me try again. There we go.
Mom was doing it earlier.
Yeah. So, but anyway, squirrel. back to the topic at hand. How I diagnosed that is, one, I switched the motors in, and I could tell just by the sound when you run them up. Yeah, I could just tell by the sound immediately that it was weak. But I went in the motors tab. You turn the motors tab on, turn the motor sliders on, and you bring each motor up. And the other three motors were running at 41 or 49,000 kV or RPMs, whatever that was, because the motors are 22,000 kV. And the bad motor was at 21,000. So it was less than, or around half. That's why it went up to about 50%, and it didn't have any more power after 50%. And switched the motor, and it did the same thing. And that tells me that one of the FETs in the ESC was bad. Drone Poison says, thanks for the shout out. Early Casey, sorry driving and had to stop and get some food. But you're welcome, and that's what the community is all about, working together. Amen. That is what it's all about, helping one another.
Thank
rising
you,
up together.
It feels amazing. It really does. Even in such times of trauma and negativity and loss and suffering, but with all that still going on, still somehow able to stay positive in these times, and that's saying something. Really is, especially whenever all of the main support that I've had growing up is dead. I mean, they're gone, and there's no getting it back. There's only growing and moving further or forward, because I was pretty much this whole last year just stuck in one spot, and that's because I've been having to heal. So yeah, it's been heck, and I could have done a lot better if I'd have had y'all this whole time, but God allows things to happen when they're meant to happen, and that's what I believe. And I believe that's why it happened when it did, was because I'm finally now able to be up out of the bed, not having to go to the hospital every few days. I'm able to be proactive. He knew I wasn't able to handle it until now, and then all of a sudden this stuff starts happening as soon as I was able to have. It's God. It's 110% God. There's no question.
I see behind you there. There's some quads on. You got some builds ahead of you now.
Yeah, looky here. Y'all can tune into my channel and on here. We're gonna have a 5-inch toothpick build coming up. Shout out to Drone Poison. He sent me this as well. It showed up today as well. Phatpastor, he sent me this, and I'm actually currently working on this build. We're going to start out from the smallest and go to the largest. I thought that might be interesting.
There you go.
And so hopefully I'll have a whole build video ready by the end of this week.
All right, man.
It'll be good to go. And
sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan, buddy.
Yeah. Just got to get some more of these. We've got to get some more of these. I have none of these, so.
You got one.
I got one.
Got one.
Yeah. So.
I told him, I was like, I'll send you some stuff, but I'm not gonna send you a bunch of lipos, because last time I sent a bunch of lipos, the lady at the post office said, "Is there any batteries in there?" I was like, I can't lie to her, and it's like, yeah. and it like almost doubled cost of the package. So
Yeah, they had that insurance on there and everything, lipo insurance.
and this was only, I kid you not, this is not, I'm not joking at all. This is only just a few months after the mail carrier who drives my route, his truck, I think it was a Jeep Cherokee, caught on fire and burned completely up.
Oh my gosh.
They sent out letters. I actually had a flight controller and some stuff from RDQ that was on the truck to be delivered that burn up. And the postmaster give everybody on the route a letter from where he was at on, and they sent it to people. It was an official letter from the post office saying that the truck had burned up, and that and RDQ just sent me another one.
That's good that they did.
I don't know if they had insurance on it with the post office or what, but they just sent another one. So
yeah. And one last thing, got an upgrade on some goggles too. Thank you so much. You're such a blessing. I've tried them out. I love them. Absolutely love them. And I've got way more of a perspective. I feel like my view is way wider, way big, way better. Way better. I'm not down in the Transporter 2 goggles at all. These are amazing box style goggles. I was very shocked at how comfortable they are. No light leak. Pretty good range, I mean, But anyways, big upgrade, big difference. I love them. They're amazing. Thank you so much. And I hope to make plenty of content with them.
I've actually it's in my video. I'm actually looking at the Transporter 2 Hdzero goggles.
Hzeros, those were looking pretty interesting. What do you guys think out there? Leave us some comments about that. What do y'all think about the new Hdzero version of these? They're pretty neat too, because you can turn it into a bench screen too if you want. I mean, it even goes on a tripod like a camera. So it's pretty neat. And then these, of course, expand out to widen your perspective, of course. And yeah, they're pretty nice. Got some memory foam that will be coming on the new ones, just like this. And that stuff is amazing. It feels great. It feels great on your face. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice touch. So I hope some of y'all get that out there. I'd like to know about it. Maybe one of us will get it and get to review it.
Yeah, I'm looking to pull up a link to it now. I was looking at it today it's on pre-order with, I think, Pyro. Let's see, Transporter 2 let me do Hdzero. It's got all of them are showing up for that one.
There is, quite a few.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see here. This is what?
So
Windows is so different.
Ain't it though?
It's so different than using my Mac. Here we go. I'll share the screen now. No, those are the wrong ones.
Transporter 2.
Those are the wrong ones. Let's go into.
I think I found them. Yeah, there's some by Albert Kim, Ready Set Drone, or Mr. Kemp's.
Yeah, I just want to look at the store. I'm not wanting to look at the review
video. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you meant. Hey, why don't I got an idea? I will select the link on one of their channels that will take me to the store.
Yeah. Well, let's see. We go. It would help if the fat man running the controls knew how to work the computer. You need to learn how to work the computer before you come on.
Yeah, I am so nervous. I have made probably 50 intro videos and have yet to post one of them. I'm so nervous. Like, I'm trying to make it perfect. and I know I probably ain't got to put that much effort into it.
Yeah, let me put you a little bit at rest. Your intro is the most important thing.
Well, then maybe it's good that
I'm
maybe it's very good that I'm
joking.
dedicated.
I'm joking. Some people, I'm sure there are a lot of people like, oh my gosh, 30 seconds worth of intro, man.
Yeah. And you're sweating
Come
that?
on. Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
sweating that? Really? Just post it. All right, I will. I'll have something in the next day or so. I plan to have something by in the morning, but I don't know. I have so much I've been having to organize, so that's awesome.
Let's see here. Let's see what that says. It says pre-order. Here we go. This is the one. I finally found it. There we go.
There she is.
Pre-order right here at RD&Q. Notice it's got the big fan on it. One of the things that I was watching someone's that is different. It was on. This is not. This is something.
Look
This
more
is extra.
advanced.
This is something extra for those of you that are watching the live stream and watch my live streams that people that just watch my reviews don't get. In my review, they send me a first production. It's not beta. But it's a first run of the Skyview of the FrSky Skyview goggles, and it has the menus on it are almost identical to the goggles. It has the what you see in the video is actually the updated one that was exchanged for me by another reseller, and it had the where you could turn the OSD off and on. And in the version that I have now, that I'm going to do the second video of it, it doesn't have that. You don't have the option to turn the OSD off.
Oh.
So it's clearly a different firmware. And
Yeah,
I
it's
have asked,
completely
I've sent a message to some people at Hdzero and asking if the firmware is actually the same firmware as the Emax goggles has, because everyone's video that I saw that actually went into the menus shows a different menu setup than what the FrSky is showing. The Emax shows a full and complete Hdzero menu, like on the Event VRX, and it's on the module, the Hdzero module.
Nope.
So it's clearly there is a difference between the two in a firmware setting. So I don't know there. I do know that on every this is another bonus for you guys that are on the live stream. I didn't go into it a lot in the video because of the time and everything that I did, how long it took. The 4 SD cards that I tried, one of them was the fastest SAN disc that you could buy. I was using that in the Autel Evo full size for 4K video, and it was flawless. Fine. There's nothing wrong with that card. But every time I would get up to 4 videos, on the 4th video, the SD card would lock up, it would stop recording, and then I'd try to put it into my Mac, or, and Casey did this with me, or on my PC, and both of them were like, this card needs to be reformatted. So it was doing something to the card and hosing the cards, and the new one, this new firmware, it doesn't do that. But
no,
if with any card, I would go into Windows and what it was is it wants to save the Hdzero module, the Sharkback mic module. You get the option of selecting .mov or TS. The FrSky didn't give you that option.
Mm-mm.
It was .mov only, and it was the way that my Mac was reading it. It was reading it as a native Mac QuickTime video,
Mm-hmm.
But the format on the video card and on the SD cards that it wanted was FAT32.
32.
And
yep.
if anybody knows anything about Mac doesn't like FAT32.
Just FAT.
That's why they've come up with XFAT.
Mm-hmm.
XFAT reads between Windows and Mac
and Android and all of them.
But if you formatted any of those cards with XFAT, it would record fine at first. But the telltale was that it would take like a 32 gig card,
mm-hmm.
and when you popped it in, it would say 190 something gig or 235 gig, something crazy that the card wasn't. And then it would record 3 videos fine. When you got into the 4th video, the card would hose up. And that clearly in the Emax goggles, there's a video that a guy, I forget the name, where he does it, where he goes through it, and I should have had it so I could post a link to it so you can watch it. But
you're talking about drone camps, or maybe a quadcopter guy, or drone guy.
I think he was like an English guy, but anyway, in that, in his menus, he can select between .ts or .mov in it. So it tells me that at least the released firmware for the Emax Transporter 2 is different. And
mm-hmm.
that begs the question, and I'd like to know, and I already know enough from what dealings that I've had with Hdzero, Carl and the guys, they're just not going to talk bad about anybody. Carl's just a genuinely nice guy, and that's just not in his character. But my wondering out, I'm asking this out into the FPV culture, throw it out there, post it, whatever. If somebody knows the answer to it, I'm wondering, did FrSky do the same thing? Open source. Did I lock up there?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm wondering,
you're all right
did
now.
did FrSky do the same thing with the open source HD firmware and software that it tried to do with ExpressLRS? If y'all remember back several months ago, they were coming out with a new radio, and their US representative or whatever come on and said that we're working with ExpressLRS on the new tandem radio, but not going to give any specs or anything. Telling me it's slowing down again. I'm gonna have to wrap this up quick. Can you hear me, Casey?
Yeah.
Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me.
You're good. Yeah. Can you hear me?
So I'm wondering. Yes. So I'm wondering.
Okay.
Is this another case of FrSky taking an open source software that is supposed to remain open source? Now they can fork it and make it, but it still has to, by law, it has to stay open source. I'm wondering, is the firmware that is on the Skyview, is it a version of Hdziro's firmware that FrSky has taken and branched it into their own thing to try to make it proprietary, like they were trying to do with the tandem?
Lock it out.
I don't know if that's true or not, but I wouldn't be surprised based upon what I had dealt with that. So if anybody knows the answer to that and you're watching this later, put it in the comments. Off Grid says get them as passenger goggles.
If they can
Yeah.
afford Hdzero one day.
Since I've already have Fat Shark, I'd probably get the VRX for personal use. Uh, yeah, yeah. I, I I think that's what I'm looking at to do, because
Mm.
even in my video you can see my mother is sitting there on the um, on the balcony watching me fly in Hdzero, and the whole purpose for that is I wanted to record it. It had the setting to record it without OSD, so the flights that I was doing on my Christmas whooping in Gatlinburg, those flights were recorded on the Skyview without OSD, and that's what I was going to play, because it's showing up and it's playing and it's doing all this stuff, and I get 4 flights into it, and I'm actually there on the area where I'm flying through the tunnels near the aquarium, and this couple stops is actually the guy that you see point at my quad, and I do the wave. I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys know that in airplanes, full size airplanes, if someone flies by low and they dip their wing, and in full size airplanes, tipping your wing is how you wave in an airplane. So that's the way that if anybody knows anything about aviation, with a quad, that's how you can wave at someone. And that guy saw me earlier the day, and then I was flying again, and they come up and talk to me, and it's like, that's so cool, I'd like to see it. So I go on my 4th flight thinking everything's okay. I take my goggles off and I grab the screen. I'm like, I'm going to show this guy. Here we go. This would have been excellent. You missed it, FrSky. You completely missed it in this, because it had an opportunity. If I could have been able to pull that video up and hit play where I'd recorded earlier, because that was like the 3rd flight where I'm 2nd or 3rd flight where that guy's down there and I'm waving at him. I was going to show him that and say, look, this is what I recorded you earlier. If I could have showed him that, maybe we could have gotten someone else excited about the hobby, because the guy was interested. He thought it was neat and all of that this little quad was flying around, and especially when he actually seen me fly up and right into the window of the balcony.
Like, what?
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but it would have been a perfect opportunity. If that would have worked, then, yeah, it was just a missed opportunity.
That would have been the
there.
perfect review
Yes.
chance. Yeah.
Yes, and that was the
Promotion.
whole, when Banggood approached me, I was like, why? Why? Or, I mean, I know I do a lot of Hdzero content, and I've gotten some stuff sent to me, and even some stuff sent to me at a discounted price. I did not make the beta test for the goggles by the time that because most of that was done on Facebook. I think by the time I responded to a Facebook Messenger thing, they already had all of the beta testers that they needed, and so I'm still waiting on mine. I ordered my Hdzero goggles the first night that they were available, and I still don't know. I haven't got any kind of confirmation that mine have shipped or anything, but also I would like for them to get it right before, because I paid full price for those goggles. And Casey, the goggles that you got, man, you buying those, bro. So I didn't give them to him. So
yeah, by the way, everyone, I am paying for these.
yeah. Full disclosure, he's paying full price.
Yeah.
No, not full retail price, but yeah, he is buying those. Now it's on time, and I know where he lives. No.
Yeah. And sleeps too.
Yeah. Gotta go to. Everybody's going to dinner. Have a good night, y'all. All right. Hey, save me a bite.
Yeah. Everyone, save us a bite for sure.
Yeah.
While we
Everybody
sit here
looks
and
at
do
him
this
like
live stream.
like Phatpastor. You don't need dinner, man.
No.
You need to skip a few, bro. You got more chins in the Chinese phone book.
Hey.
Some of y'all get that here in a minute. Did he just say what I thought he said? Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
just said that he had more chins than a Chinese phone book.
It
So
is.
yeah. Now there's some other people that had reviews on that, and you know, maybe theirs are different. And you got some stickers?
Yeah, I got some stickers. Oh yeah, and looky, hold on. Oh, looky there, the all famous
Whoa! Now see,
Phatpastor. Those
you
are
need to
exclusive.
sell them right
Yeah,
there, son.
those are exclusive right
I
there.
don't even have those. All I
I
got
even
is an
have
old
one.
one.
See, look at that, and look, there's the.
See, I don't even have the. All I have is the old one.
Hey, that's a good idea. I was thinking, what all I can put them on?
Phantom,
Coffee,
what's up,
Phantom.
bro?
What is up, brother? Hey, I want to give a shout out to you while you're on here. Thank you, brother, for the blessings. That is absolutely amazing. You shocked me. Um, Words can't describe it. Hopefully, my actions will. Thank you for joining us tonight too,
Yeah,
and I'm so glad to have y'all as my new FPV family, and I hope it continues to grow, and I hope that we all continue to grow closer as we go through this. So I look
Phantom.
forward to flying with you one day
Yeah,
too.
Phantom, hit me up or Casey up on Discord sometime.
Yeah.
We'd like to have one of you guys on one night here and to promote, your guys' group and what y'all are doing. And
Yes. Yeah, y'all are amazing, and the
yeah,
proxy wars and stuff. More people need to know.
yeah. See, I'm I'm just an old FPV fella that just I'm all about the community. I'm not that great of a pilot, but I'm all about community.
Same here.
And I know that Pop Shop he's out of the country for I think he's out of the country for the holidays. So his son had messaged me and said that they'll be back on the stream after the holidays and everything. So
Well, good. I was
yeah,
wondering. I was wondering where they
you're
were.
welcome.
Yeah, yeah. He knows. Well, hey, what you got me is a magical unicorn to me. So thank you so much. Because what good's this, and what good's that without something to control it with, right? So,
There
um,
you go.
I can't wait to install this Caddx turtle as well. That's going to be a fun little neat thing because I've always wanted to be able to hear my engines. And yeah, that's definitely going to give me that
Just
all
fly
around
closer.
experience. Oh yeah.
Just fly closer to you. You can hear your
Well,
motors.
you know what's so weird is whenever I'm like flying this, I can be far away even, and I can be way up. And as soon as I drop the throttle, I can hear the wind literally going through every crack and crevice of it, even though it's
Hmm.
way up there. It's almost like I'm in the quad for real. And I wonder if any of y'all noticed that out there.
Oh yeah,
Do y'all
yeah.
notice that you can hear like every little bitty thing, and if one term is too high than the other, if you're getting oscillations. But it's so weird because you can ask somebody else that isn't flying if they can hear it when it's way up there, and yeah, they can hear the ring, but they don't hear the when you drop the throttle and the they don't hear that, and that's so awkward that we do. Oh, looky there, everyone! Dropped from 40 something to 26 in the matter of what 2 hours,
Weather storm
three,
warning. Yep.
yeah,
In an hour.
in an hour.
Hour. Let's right at an hour. So yeah. Yes. Wait till you fly a 7 or a 10 inch.
Well, I have.
Yeah. Well, if
I
you've
have.
flown that and
I've flown
you
a
know,
six.
no, the first, well, in my opinion, there's a big difference between a 5, 6,
Not
and then
like
a
that.
7 inch. 7 and a 10 inch, you, I mean, you feel the props. It's like flying a helicopter. You just feel it. You just feel it pushing air around. And
Yes.
for me, the first 7 inch I flew, I was like, man, there's just something about knowing that quad has the ability to chop your head completely off.
I
That
know. That is a little bit
yeah,
scary. That makes
yep.
it a little bit too. That's kind of why we do this, is to stay a little bit away from the danger.
Hmm.
Stay on the ground, right, while we fly high and stay alive. Huh. But
Rise up and meet me in the air.
that's
Yes.
right. I seen Joshua Bardwell do a 12-inch review, or I've seen some of the Beast class and stuff, and oh my gosh, they are wild. They're so scary.
Yeah.
Just one oscillation, one accident, and you're dead.
Yeah. Philiblaster, who was on here earlier, he did. He was telling me about a video, and I tried to look it up. He did a challenge. Someone had put a challenge out to take a Coke top and put it on the bottom of your quad and screw it down on to the bottle and fly off. And he did it with a Beast class. So yeah, so that's some good
Golly,
piloting right there. He also
that's
took the Beast class and put one of the plastic pumpkins on it and put an LED light in it, and Halloween was flying around. Go check out his channel, Philiblaster.
yeah, yeah.
There you can see some of that. He's a local racer involved with Music City Multi-Rotor and Soki. So,
I'm sorry
did you
that I
think?
haven't heard of you, brother, and
Yeah.
have now though.
Oh yeah, he's
Be prepared to get a lot of comments.
so. All right. Well, that's a few things that I wanted to touch base on the extras of the FrSky video, and to remind everybody, I'll do it once again, last and final time. Tomorrow ends the deadline for the giveaway. Comment and subscribe to this video, and I will close this. The title will change. It'll say closed in front of it. And then I will do the random comment picker and hope to post the video, get it posted by Christmas Eve. Mm-hmm. So do you have anything, Casey, that you wanted to add?
Well, other than thanking you guys for coming out and enjoying our live stream, and I do want to add a few things. Any of the viewers out there that haven't come and subscribed on my channel, come subscribe, please. I always could use the more the merrier, right? And I've got some upcoming build videos and some how-tos. And if any of y'all ever have any tech questions, computer questions, any type of questions, period, just give me a holler, give me a shout. I'm always free to help you. Usually. So don't ever hesitate to give me a holler or a shout out. And thank y'all again for having me. And and I'm giving a shout out one more time to all of my fellows right there. I see you. I love you guys. I can only over exaggerate it. I cannot over express how excited I am. And I look so forward to what the future is going to bring. And I can't wait to see what comes next.
All right. Well, we want to thank you for coming out tonight. Thank you, Casey, for joining us tonight. And we're going to cut this one a little short compared to normal. We're an hour and 14 minutes into it. Marcel Off Axis has a link to his live stream that will be up. He will have Danzilla as a guest on his channel tonight. So join them at 9 o'clock Central or 7 Pacific time.
Yeah,
and
they've
join
got a really
them.
good thing going on over there too. I like their stream.
And also for me, thank you to all you guys also that are helping Casey out.
Yes, thank you.
You know, it's I like to see people be able to get into the air and get some flying done. So
relax the brain a little bit. Yeah.
Right. So again, thank you, Casey, for coming out.
Thank y'all. Y'all have a blessed night and a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I love you guys.
Yeah, say it again.
I said everyone have a blessed evening, a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year, and stay safe during the holidays. And I love you guys. Thank you for having me.
All right. Yeah. You too, Casey. Have a Merry Christmas. Thank you guys for watching. If you like our content, like what we're doing, you like the community that we're trying to build here, if you would like to be a guest to talk about your channel, to post your videos and things on this Discord, on this live stream, you can go on to Law Squads. You can find me on Aaron Ciotti's. You can find me on Marcel Off Axis's Discord. You can find me on the Discord there with Phantom FPV and those guys. On several of them. Just hit me up, message me, or message Casey, and we will get you on here. And we would love to have you as a guest. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And remember to keep flying and rise up and meet me in the air.